Welcome to Comically Comics, your one-stop listen to all things comics. We're talking books, movies, TV shows, video games, and more. I must forewarn you, though, we are a spoilercast, and what that means is we consider all properties, past, future, and present, to be valid, and we will spoil the hell out of them. I'm your host, Michael, along with my two co-hosts, Richard and Jeremy, and with all that being said, let's get started. All right, it is Sunday, August 25th. I'm back.
Yay!
I'm sorry. Will my work do that, though, tomorrow?
Probably not.
Probably not.
No. You'll be like, I'm back. And they're,
who?
And that's exactly how I want it, really. Let's be honest. No, y'all's all that was an awesome video game review y'all did.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah,
I thought y'all did a great job.
Oh, thanks.
yeah.
One and done. That's it.
Yep.
No,
Just so we can have that in the title.
Yep.
no.
Jeremy has completely forgotten it already. It's
Yes.
just in one ear, out the other.
I was doing everything I could to remember it all, and it was very hard.
It was a struggle.
Yeah.
I've got to finish up Guardians so that I can join y'all on the next one.
Yeah. It's gonna be my next chain bill, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Probably, yeah. We'll see.
That's great. All right, so we're gonna make it a light week this week. D23 came out, and there wasn't like a whole bunch of news or anything like that, but there was some stuff that I feel like we definitely need to hit on, just because we like to keep all you listeners informed as to what's going on, and especially our thoughts on what's going on, because that's really what's most important here.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. What these three morons think.
Stooges.
Old Disney
Stooges.
community is riding off.
Mhm.
On it.
I mean, we've come out with some good ideas. Let's be honest. If we do say so ourselves.
Yeah.
So they split up the Marvel, like a lot of the Marvel stuff.
Mhm.
And one of the ones was like strictly just animation that was coming out. Man, did they have a ton of animation that's like on the horizon coming out. So one of the things is that we already knew of was X-Men 97 season 2. I swear I have not been drinking much. I know it sounds like it, but I've not. I have yet to watch 97 season 1 yet. Have either one of y'all picked that up and started watching it?
No.
Yeah, I haven't either. I feel bad because I was gonna pull a you and like, I'm gonna rewatch all of the original animation, and then I'm gonna watch it, and then I just shit kept piling up, and I'm like, I need to do this. I need to watch this.
I am like an episode and a half away from starting 97.
Damn.
Now, it will take me another 2 to 3 weeks to finish that episode and a half. But I'm on the verge. So I've gone through the 5 seasons, and to me, apparently season 5 means absolute shit. It means nothing. Not a fucking thing. It's like one-off shows. There's some cool ones in there, but it's like one-off stuff that I'm like, I think I could really miss this entire season and it'd be okay.
I want to say that's when they knew they were getting canceled at the end of that, so that's why.
Like the animation changed completely.
Oh God, I hate when that happens.
Remy LeBeau does not sound the same at all.
Uh-oh.
And I actually liked his voice actor through like 1 through 4. So I don't know if he just got Judy chopped in the throat or what happened, but like he just sounds totally different. And I'm like, whoa, buddy, this is not. He sounds way more French than he does Louisiana, like Cajun. So yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to watch season 1, so we'll see what I feel like as far as season 2 once we, get past 1. I saw where, the rumors of us getting a Spidey cartoon, which I thought was really weird, honestly. I know that Marvel has the rights to the cartoon stuff, but not the movie stuff. We're getting a Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Seems like this has nothing to do with Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I guess more Spider-Verse type, maybe stuff or what?
It looks like it looks like Spider-Man freshman year, but now they've redone everything to be just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Because it's the same art style. And even like when you go to like wikis and stuff, it talks about how like that has been renamed to. So it was Spider-Man first year or whatever it was called, first class. I forget what it's called.
Freshman year, I think.
Freshman
you're right.
year. That's it. Yes, freshman year. And now it's called this. Yeah, I'm excited just because the more we can get of like Marvel Spidey and not Sony Spidey, like the better. But it looks interesting because it's got like a ton, like the one little like image that you saw of like the potential of like all the whatever the characters that are going to be in the show. It looks interesting. Like there's a Future Foundation Spidey suit. I noticed there's like a weird looking Venom. I don't know what that Venom is. Yeah, and then on stage they revealed the two voice actors playing Peter, and then one of them playing Norman Osborn, which is Coleman Domingo, the guy that we thought would be a good replacement for Kang.
Right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they throwing him away? Like he's got an amazing voice. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like having him as a voice actor, 100, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But so help me God, they better use him in something live action. I don't care if we've heard his voice in that. Like,
yeah.
And honestly, I think he could have the swagger to pull off a freaking Norman, like a Green Goblin.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. When they brought him out and they were talking about like race swapping Norman, I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of fine with that. Though it adds to the long list of black actors replacing gingers, which is so weird. But I'm fine with if MCU wants to do a Norman Osborn. We'll get into. They probably can't do that. We'll get into that later when we talk about something else. But I would love, honestly, to see Coleman Domingo be Norman Osborn, like be Green Goblin. That would be fucking cool.
I think so too. Like, I wonder if he could really play a crazy guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he has the swagger for a business person. Like, we've seen that.
I think so.
But, like, can he play a crazy guy? That would be.
We're going to find out because I guarantee you he'll be Goblin by the end of the season.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you a Spidey guy, Jeremy?
Little, not much. I mean, I enjoy him. I enjoy watching those, but obviously, other than the Spider-Man games and what we've talked about on here, that's about as far as it goes.
Got you. So you're not excited to watch this?
Well, I am. Like, I enjoy the Spider-Man stuff. I'm obviously not going to know the details or anything like that. Just be able to, just like I said, just watch it. So.
What he's saying is we need to break out more Spidey comics.
Yes,
probably.
Yeah,
ugh.
That's. Hey. That's my doing. I'm sorry. We should pick more.
I think we're doing a good job. We got an update on What If Season 3. It's going to be the final season here.
I know.
And that's kind of weird. And final arc for the Watcher story. I don't know. That hit me. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Really? Final season?
Yeah, I'm assuming they're like, look, what if, because I want to say ratings, well, I don't know, because it's streaming, they don't release that, but I want to say What If didn't really do so hot as far as like viewership goes. So I'm assuming they're just like, hey, season 3 is going to be it. Everyone loves fucking X-Men. Like the X-Men 97 was a huge hit for Disney Plus.
Right.
So I think they're just like, we're just cutting it off, which sucks because I do like What If. I mean, like I have issues with certain things here or there, but on the entirety of it, I do enjoy it. The animation and art styles sometimes off and weird, but I at least like the interesting different takes on like ideas and things like that. So I would appreciate if it would continue, but whatever.
Yeah, because like I mean, obviously, as somebody not knowing all the different things that all the characters have gotten into, I mean, it's nice just seeing what some other possibilities are out there without having to go feeling overwhelmed in a comic book shop and just running out screaming, basically. Like,
I did see where Kahori from season 2, she will be introduced in the comic books.
Oh, cool.
Come November. It'll be, there's a line of comics called Marvel Voices, and usually this is where they kind of highlight different characters from either different minorities or cultures and things like that. And Kahori is going to be the highlight on that month's issue of Marvel Voices. So I thought that was really cool. So if you're into Spec or whatever the case is, or you just really like that character from that episode, be on the lookout for that issue, because that may spike. That may be something that a lot of people want. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know that I really liked season 1 of What If, but season 2 was very like lackluster for me. And I don't know if it's because they were trying to build for season 3, or because I didn't get that sense either necessarily until, I don't know, maybe it was halfway through the season. Like once they brought Carter in, it was like they were trying to build to something for the next season. I feel like that's kind of a waste, honestly.
Yeah.
I know it needs to be done, but I don't know.
The only thing else I saw like an image, I think it was one of the things you sent us, but it was like an image of like Mecha Avengers. It was like Avengers, but like Gundam stuff. And I was like, as the resident weeb on this podcast, I was like, yes, fuck yes. I want to see some Mecha Avengers. That would be cool as shit.
So they came out with a comic called Avengers Mech Strike, where like the Avengers got mech suits. I can't remember if it was like Iron Man style mech suits or if it was like Gundam style. Like, I don't know, but
don't, Jeremy. Just don't. I can see him wanting to make that joke. He wants to make the Gangnam style joke.
Gangnam style.
There, you happy you got it out?
My dad joke was just like, it's like I can't, you can't stop it.
Good Lord.
Right. So I kind of wondered like if that's what they're referring to, is the Mech Strike actual like comic book, or if this is something completely different. So
gotcha.
But this could also be in reference to Killmonger.
Yeah.
Because was he not making those style suits with Tony in season 1?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that does have ties to that. That'd be cool.
It would be cool.
Another animation, this is probably one that I'm looking forward to, and it's Eyes of Wakanda. And apparently they spent a bunch of money on this. Like a bunch of money. Yeah. But what's interesting is I heard it was a 4-part series. So I don't know if that's 4 episodes or like 4 seasons. I just heard 4-part series, and it's Wakanda like through time.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
And it's based off of like Wakandan artifacts as well. So you know how like Killmonger in Black Panther movie was like looking at a mat. Was it a mask or was it a staff? What was it that he was looking at? I thought it was a mask.
Killmonger was looking at a mask. Ulysses Claw goes and grabs like a staff that ended up having vibranium in it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Or there's like a club or something too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm referring to, like a weird staff club thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what the proper term for it is, but yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
So it'd be things like that, I guess, that they're going to be touching base on, and like how Wakanda's trying to keep track of where these artifacts are and maybe the origins of them. I don't know, but it's supposed to be like through time. And the other cool part about it is they hinted at bringing Iron Fist into this.
Oh yeah. Okay. I know I did see that part. Yeah. That's cool. I mean, if it's not what Finn Jones or whatever from
right. So just like there's been Black Panthers over time, there's also been Iron Fists over time as well. Female ones, male ones, like all different kinds of Iron Fists to take up that mantle. And so like I really hope they like kind of do an origin or something and go through time to then bring us to present day, and then we get an Iron Fist in the MCU. That would be really cool.
Yeah. There's rumors to add to that. There is rumors that a sequel to Shang-Chi is going to be called Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Iron Fist.
I've heard that.
I hope all that's true, because I absolutely want to see that. That sounds like a cool idea to do.
So You don't want Finn Jones back.
No, fuck no. He's fucking terrible.
I know he said he wants to come back and do it.
Yeah, well, he can say that, but he sucks. So,
what was the chick that
Colleen
took
Wing.
up? Yes, I couldn't think of the actress's name.
Yeah.
You may not know it.
I
off the
don't
top
know
of
her
your head
name either. Yeah.
Would you like for her to come back?
Yeah, I mean, my whole stance with I didn't want them to connect the Netflix shows with the MCU. I want when Daredevil, they announced hey, we're bringing Daredevil and it's going to be connected to the Netflix series. I was like, no, let's make it that was an alternate universe, and then here's the new one using all the same actors kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't short of Jessica Jones, I really didn't the first, everyone got an okay first season. So Jessica Jones season 1 was really good. Season 2 was not great. And Luke Cage season 1 was okay. Season 2 was not great. And then Iron Fist was just fucking terrible tip to tail. It was just bad. Because halfway through, I remember I want to say it's in season 1, but there's a scene where he is fighting a guy who is mastered the art of drunken master.
Yeah.
And he is he's an Asian guy, and anyway, he's way better at mixed martial arts than Finn Jones is, and it's so blatantly obvious in that scene. And I'm just get this fucking guy out of here. And then on top of that, his acting wasn't great, I thought. But Calling Wing's fine. But again, it would make it it would basically cement that show as canon. And I don't want it to be canon, is basically what I'm trying to say.
I got you. Yeah, I would be fine with the actress coming back to play. I know she actually was given an opportunity to do another role.
Oh, cool.
If memory serves me right, she was given the opportunity to come back and either be the sister or the love interest in Shang-Chi.
Oh, cool.
If I remember correctly, the article. And she turned it down because that would cancel out her ability to come back as Colleen Wing.
I gotcha.
So I don't know if that was a good move or not for her, but I'd be cool if she came back. I never watched season 2 of Iron Fist, but what I did see of her, I liked. I had no problems with. I also like the idea of having her, because the chick that played Misty Knight was really good, and I'd be cool if they brought her back and they did the Daughters of the Dragon.
Okay.
Instead of doing the Heroes for Hire with Iron Fist and Luke Cage, if you just went Daughters of Dragon, I'd be okay with that as well. But I also I think his name is Michael Collier, who played
Coulter.
Luke Cage. Coulter, that's it. Yes, Coulter. I liked him. I liked him a lot as Luke Cage. I thought he was freaking spot on.
No, his Luke Cage is great. It's just the show was not.
Right.
The first show was really good. The first season was I shouldn't say really good. The first half of the first season was really good. The second half, when his brother comes in and he's a Serpent Society member, I forget. Yeah, it was just bad. And the second season for me is just so awful. He dabs in it. It's just cringy. And anyway.
Yes, once Cottonmouth dies, turn it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Mahershala Ali plays Cottonmouth. By the way, if you haven't seen it, you don't know, Mahershala Ali, who's supposed to be Blade, he played a character by the name of Cottonmouth, and he's fantastic. He freaking made that first half of the season.
Right.
And he dies. Spoiler alert, you already knew that shit was happening there. And it sucked. It was Daredevil season 2 all over again, is what it was. Because as soon as Frank leaves, and Elektra comes in, turn it off. just turn it off. Don't watch the rest.
It's because it wasn't Jennifer Garner.
Oh, that's so funny. We need to get you to watch the Elektra movie and then decide what you think of Jennifer Garner's Elektra.
It's bad.
Oh no!
Please don't make me. Please don't make me watch it. I've watched it.
Now
I've,
I want to even more.
No, it's so bad.
I own that DVD.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't verbally put that out into the world.
And it's there forever now.
Right? I'm fine with it. Marvel Zombies. It was rumored for the longest time that Marvel Zombies was coming as an animated series to Disney Plus, and it's been confirmed now. At D23, we're getting Marvel Zombies, 4 episodes that are supposed to elaborate more of the zombie episode from What If season 1?
Yeah, season 1.
Yeah. And TVMA rating.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
So they can.
So
I
Jeremy,
guess say fuck.
So what
will
you're saying
you
is
and your children be watching this?
yeah, yes.
I'm fairly excited about that. Like a TVMA zombies, yes, I'm all about that.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that it'll actually be more of like the gory and what zombies should be kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. Do you want them to start heading towards the Kirkman story?
The Walking Dead.
He doesn't know that Robert Kirkman wrote that.
Oh, we've talked about it. That's my fault. I expected your memory to hold on to that. I apologize. Robert Kirkman wrote Marvel Zombies, the original storyline. So this is before The Walking Dead.
Oh.
And yeah, anyways, it's a crazy story, and it's got a sequel. It's sequels upon sequels upon sequels.
Yeah.
But
it did a crossover with Evil Dead.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
See, it could happen to everybody.
Galactus winds up becoming a zombie. What?
I said, see, it can happen to everybody.
So yeah, are y'all excited about this?
Yeah, like I said, I think it's be really cool. Like I said, with the TVMA part, if they actually do with the gory, the language part, I'd care less about. If you're going to do the TVMA, I want you to actually go full blown, like with the gore and guts and all that stuff. So
yeah,
go for the guts. I like it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I like zombies. I've always liked zombie stories and stuff like that. So absolutely. I don't know if they'll do the Robert Kirkman thing just because of how the world was done in that one, what little bit we saw in that What If episode. But regardless, I'm excited to see it.
Oh. So like now I'm just kind of going over stuff in my head and thinking the 2 things that I know about is that Scarlet Witch, zombified Scarlet Witch, survived. Now she made it to season 2 of What If and may still be trapped in whatever that is.
Yeah.
However, we never saw zombified Thanos again, who had the gauntlet. So like we know that's still a thing.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe they'll be elaborating on that. Like surely they got to.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Because I have like different theories running through my head. It's like it could be like from the comic and it's just some weird virus that took over like that universe, and then they like eventually eat Galactus and then they go and spread across the galaxy. But yeah, it'd be cool to see like what a zombified Thanos would do. I feel like though with a zombified Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, he could just snap his fingers and then make himself normal again. But
right.
But yeah.
Cure everybody else, or everybody he wanted to cure anyone. Cool. That's all I got as far as the animation. So we got a new trailer, teaser, whatever, for Brave New World. That's like the next movie that'll be coming out next year.
Yeah, it was
and the only thing that was really different. Go ahead.
I was just saying it was the same trailer that came out during Comic-Con. They just aired it again in D23, but they haven't put it out to the public, which I'm like, do it, you cowards.
Right?
I want to see it.
Right?
I want to see it in high definition. I'm tired of seeing bootleg versions.
Right? YouTube has been our friend in this, by the way.
Yeah,
y'all.
for real.
Just letting you know. But yeah, we got a better look, somewhat of a better look at Harrison Ford's Hulk, Red Hulk in this. I thought he looked pretty good in standard definition anyways, or whatever, a phone's able to do.
And potato quality.
Right. So what are y'all thinking, though? What do y'all think is with Harrison Ford's Red Hulk? Because I think that's the biggest difference in this than any of the other ones, is that we got to see a better look of him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he looks good. I think it's still gonna be kind of weird seeing Harrison Ford as a Hulk, but I mean, yeah, he looks good to me so far. Just hopefully it actually translates to the big screen and actually looks good, fully done. And well, obviously it's basically done now. It's just actually being able to see it, and hopefully it all goes well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like seeing it. I don't like seeing his nipples. It's weird seeing Harrison Ford's red blooming nipples. Like, it's just gross looking. For some reason, I don't know why, the green nipples are fine on Hulk, but those red, like, big nipples look weird to me. But other than that, yeah, no, it looks fine. I'm excited. I like that because I had heard rumors that the Comic-Con trailer showed, like, him turning into the Red Hulk, like at some kind of like conference thing, and then like rising behind the podium, the presidential podium as Red Hulk.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I want to see that shot. So I was kind of happy to see it. I still want to see like, a high quality version of it. But
right.
The other thing that was interesting though in that trailer was it can, like, we now have confirmation adamantium is going to be in the MCU.
Yeah. So, I forgot about that. Yeah.
That is, that's cool. I'm excited about that.
So it's safe to say that the 616 Marvel Universe right now does not have an adamantium, at least skeleton Wolverine.
Yeah.
Like there could still be a Wolverine, but he does not have adamantium.
Yeah. Correct.
Jeremy is so like, if y'all could see him right now, I'm just letting you know, like those memes where the person's looking off into space and the numbers are fucking, and the equations and shit are just kind of like overlaid on them. That is Jeremy's face right now of like, the fuck did you just say?
Yeah. I didn't follow that one. I mean, because I was like, what, like, did Deadpool not kind of pull in that a little bit?
No, Deadpool's still back in his Earth, whatever.
838.
No, not 8.
10. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
10 like quadruple 5 or whatever. I don't know. 10
005.
Yeah, something like that. I forget what it is. But anyway, he's still in the Fox universe. That was the whole point of that. It was like he didn't go over to the MCU. He's just chilling in his own universe, which I think what Michael's been saying is like, we're going to get an MCU versus Fox, MCU Avengers versus Fox X-Men. And I think the only reason they're putting adamantium in this is so that people can fight Wolverine without fucking dying. Everyone's going to get like adamantium weapons so they can like block Wolverine's claws probably.
Yeah.
I like also President Thunderbolt Ross says that he wants Sam to work on making the new Avengers.
Yes.
So that's another thing about like, oh shit, we're finally going to get an Avengers team again.
Yeah, it's a whole nother conversation that I know we don't have time to get into, but at some point in time, I want to talk about how, a lot of times we'll get a sequel and we're like, oh shit, that's 5 years too late. Oh shit, that's 20 years too late, whatever the case is. And I feel like it's almost the MCU is getting so big that it's like, y'all are fucking too late on these sequels.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You either going to have to like, you don't have a choice. You're going to have to shrink it down so that you can keep up, because we've already seen what happens whenever y'all try to put out 5 movies a year and 16 TV shows. Like that doesn't work. So you're going to have to shrink the shit down.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother night.
I got you.
We got a look at Ironheart as well at D23. So now, everybody said that might have been on the chopping block. We might not even be doing Ironheart anymore. But Ironheart is here and it's coming out. next year, if I'm not mistaken. It looked like they were trying to make it like Iron Man 1 to me from the stuff that I saw that was all bootleg or whatever. But I know this character gets a lot of hate, but I'm like, the stuff that I've read, she's actually really fun.
Okay.
And so, like, I really hope they do a good job with this, and I really hope they make a good product. I mean, just, whether it's her or anybody else, honestly, like, I hope Agatha's good. Honestly, I really do.
Yeah.
I really hope, like, whether people want it or not, I really do hope Agatha's good, just for the sake of like comic book shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So, but I don't like the suit. It's so bulky and big.
It's also added on to, what's her name? Dominic Thorne, I think is her. What's her name?
Yeah, Dominique Thorne.
Dominique Thorne. She's a tiny little person. Like she is so short and just very like you could put her in your pocket and take her home. Like so it's doubled on with that as well. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the suit so far either. Obviously, that's probably like a Mark 1 kind of thing, even though technically Mark 1 was the Wakandan one. But anyway,
right.
I like that Ryan Coogler is supposedly working with them as well. So it'll have like she'll have the same sort of, if you will, the same voice as she had in Wakanda Forever as she will in this. The other thing is just Anthony Ramos, I guess is his name, is confirmed playing the Hood, which is kind of going to be like the titular villain for this series.
And the Hood's a magic-based villain who actually he's done some freaking stellar stuff that people just gloss. Like the Hood's had the Infinity Gauntlet before.
Yeah,
he's
either been or is currently like a Ghost Rider or something. I can't remember.
Yes, he currently is the Spirit of Vengeance right now. Yeah. In Marvel Comics. So yeah, he's done some crazy shit. So hopefully we'll get a nice, good like tech versus magic show. I think that'll be really cool. Something we haven't had honestly before either. So
yeah,
that'll be fun. Daredevil Born Again finally showing some stuff off, confirming that we're getting Frank Castle in this as well, which we already knew. We've seen set photo leaks and stuff like that. Muse is going to be in there as well, a villain from the Daredevil comic books who's pretty sick, but it looks a lot like this is going to be a lot like the Netflix series though, as well, with the violence and whatnot like that, which is cool. I'm glad they're keeping that same like style, same visuals,
same.
You know what I mean? Like that worked before. And Feige even mentioned that like we're taking that and we're continuing in that on. So I'm like, you know what? Good for you, Feige. Glad you succumbed to that.
I'm glad you listened to us.
Right? Right? Us as a fan base. But yes, us as a podcast too. Thank you, Feige. Thank you for your listens. We also got confirmation that we're going to get the White Tiger as well, a Puerto Rican superhero who, I don't know, I guess I don't know too much about him. I know his first appearance is in an Amazing Spider-Man book. Again, another reason why I don't know too much about him. He kind of seems like a Puerto Rican Black Panther to me, but I need to educate myself on that. So,
yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know much about him either, so don't feel bad.
Yeah. Well, I know there's like several iterations of White Tiger, and I was honestly waiting to see a female version come out because in a Spider-Man cartoon that was on Disney XD or whatever years ago, there was Luke Cage on there, White Tiger, Nova, and Spider-Man. And I was like, that's a cool team up. I figure they may start trying to head that way because kids that grew up watching that would know, oh, there's the White Tiger. Shit, I watched that cartoon when I was a kid.
I fucking hate that cartoon so much. Spider-Man makes like monkey noises in it. It's so fucking weird. Anyway.
Did y'all get to see any of the clips of Daredevil? I know, like, I don't think I sent any in our chat or whatever. I couldn't find anything reliable though. So
yeah, I just mostly watched all of them on stage talking with the host of that interview or whatever. But the only thing that was interesting is that they confirmed that they're already doing a season 2, and I'm like, we haven't even got season 1.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna be 9 episodes for the first season. I have no idea what season, probably 9 again for season 2. But I was just like,
wow,
what? You're already doing season 2?
Well, I wonder if that's because originally this was supposed to be, was it 18 or 24 episode season?
I think 18, yeah. Because it was going to be
And
6, 6,
so-
and 6.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. So I wonder if that's why
Yeah,
they've
that is
cut
exactly
it
why.
like that. And that's why we're having a season 2 already, is
Mhm.
because it's like, oh, well, we've got all this right here too.
I'm just saying, though, like, let's make sure season 1's good before we decide that it's like, oh, hey, we're doing season 2.
I did see where he's got like 3 or 4 cows. So
Mm.
that's pretty cool.
That is
and it's
cool.
like, you get the yellow, the red, and there's a black one, if I'm not mistaken. There's one that I couldn't tell exactly what the color was. So
I'm so
Nice.
hyped for this, man. I really am. I really want this to be good. I hope they can pull this
Yeah.
off, because this is one of my favorite like things that they're bringing back that I'm very excited for.
same.
Yeah, I'm honestly excited about it too. Like, I think it'd be really good.
I just hope we don't get like silly Daredevil from She-Hulk.
Yeah. I honestly,
Oh, yeah.
I think we'll get like he makes jokes, but I don't think it's going to be to the full extent of what She-Hulk. I mean, She-Hulk was meant to be silly, so that's why
Right.
Daredevil was silly on it.
Yeah.
But I don't think we'll get like super jokey things. I think he'll like joke with Karen or joke with Foggy, but he's not going to be like slapsticky kind of stuff.
Not gonna be like
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Definitely not like Deadpool.
Close violence wise.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't even say that close. Deadpool is hyper violent a lot of times. Maybe not this recent one, but a lot of his stuff is pretty violent.
Yeah. Cool. Well, something that I know Richard is not excited about at all, y'all.
No.
So strap in for this. This is gonna be fun. Craven the Hunter Sony has put out a new trailer to feature specifically another Spider-Man character.
Is this for me?
So
Is this where I come in now?
I kind of lost where I was going with it.
Okay. Yeah, I like this wasn't obviously for our listeners. This wasn't released at D23. I want to make sure that everyone knows, because for some reason the average moviegoer thinks that these Sony Marvel movies are in continuity with the Disney Marvel movies. It's not related at all. That dog shit is not related at all. I know that technically. What's his name? Eddie Brock. What's his name? Who plays Eddie Brock? I can't think.
Tom Hardy.
Thank you, Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy shows up at the end of one of the Spider-Man movies, only to not be in it ever again. So, anyway, yeah, the new Craven trailer drops, and honestly, Michael, my first note here just says, looks like Sony's classic bait and switch, and by that I mean, since the last teaser trailer, whatever the fuck you want to call it, came out, there has been multiple reshoots, and a like leak, a rumor, if you will, came out and said the shot where we see like Alexi, the Rhino, turning into the Rhino, and he says the line like, "You ever wonder why they call me the Rhino?" Like at the end of that, for some reason I sounded Italian. I don't know why I sounded. It's a spicy meatball.
It's me, Rhino.
Yeah. But it's supposedly that was the last shot of the movie. So they went and did reshoots, and now Rhino is more in this movie, which we now see from the trailer. But what I'm referring to is the classic bait and switch is we see Craven in his iconic Craven vest, the lion vest. We see that he's like hunting, he's doing things, he sits down in the chair. It's only in 3 shots in this trailer, because I think that now is the last fucking shot of the movie. I see that. I'm calling it right now, because all throughout this trailer, you see him in a leather vest, a Bane-esque fur coat. And the other thing is like when
Prison garbs.
Yeah, prison garbs, which leads me into my other rant is like, in the first trailer, we hear him speak and he doesn't have a Russian accent, because I specifically remember commenting on that like Russell Crowe has this thick, like he sounds more like Craven than fucking Craven in the movie. And in this, while he's in a Russian prison, he's speaking Russian while he like murders a dude. But in everything else throughout the entire movie, we don't hear him speak. And I think they did that intentionally to trick people to think that, like, I'm just so cynical with Sony. I'm just like, this is like, it's going to be garbage. And they're trying to make it look like, no, see, look, this is way better than Madam Web, which arguably it probably is because Madam Web is allegedly dog shit. But yeah, and then the other thing is just this trailer is just, I don't know, it's so gratuitous, like gratuitous. That's a hard word for me to say tonight. It's hyper violent for no reason at all. It's just, I don't mind, like, far be it from me to like be like, oh, I don't like violence, because I absolutely like violence. But I don't know, the like shot where he's like killing the hunters with the bear traps, and then he like rips one in half with like a tree stump. I was just like, what is that necessary for Craven? Like, I don't know. It's just bad. It's just bad from top to bottom.
It's to show you how much of an animal he really is.
Oh my God. And like, that's the other thing too, is now there's a rumor coming out, which makes sense why all these fucking Venomverse movies were made. Is supposedly to oust like Disney. So I don't know if it's in a contract or what, but supposedly every time Sony makes a solo villain movie, Disney can now not use that villain in their movies. So, which is why I was wondering when we were talking about Coleman Domingo being Norman Osborn, I don't know if they can fucking use Norman Osborn in the MCU now.
Yeah. Well, per No Way Home, there's not even a Norman Osborn in 616.
Right. Yeah. And they could retcon that easily, especially like, Norman's fucking crazy. Like, maybe he just didn't look that up very well. But yeah, I don't know, man. This really irks me. When I found this information out and then saw that trailer, I was just like, fuck Sony, man. Can we please just can we just fucking burn that building to the ground? Not really though. Like, I gotta say that so people don't sue me thinking that I'm calling for violence. But 3
days later, Sony Studios burned to the ground.
And the FBI shows up to my fucking house. Because like, I just don't get it, man. I just don't, like, especially after Jeremy and I just like reviewed like essentially Craven from the video game and how like that's a more complete like character, and then he just dies randomly. Like it's just, they can do a better job with their gaming division than their movie division. And I think it's just because they don't care. Like, they don't want to. But that's just me.
Well, we've seen them do a better job with their animation division as well. With
exactly.
Into and Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Right, yeah. The Spider-Verse movies are fucking fantastic, but they also don't have a lot of, like, their names, I think, are slapped onto it, but in reality, they don't have a lot of interference from Amy Pascal and Avi Arad, because that's a lot of the reasons why these movies are so fucking awful. But yeah, that's my word vomit for today.
Jeremy, what do you think of the trailer?
Yeah, I concur with Richard on it. Whenever I was watching it, I was like, for one, he looks puny, and that's not, I liked the Craven that was in Spider-Man too. That's how I would assume Craven would look like, and so it just didn't look. It didn't seem like it was giving much of the story of his kind of like actual being on this never-ending hunt type thing. Like, it didn't give much information on that part, like of why he did it, like why he's the hunter, or what his life goal, I don't know, whatever his path is. And so it's just I'm Craven, and I'm a hunter, and I'm gonna kill things. That's it.
I was bitten by a radioactive lion, and now I must hunt things.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll even keep that shit in there.
Huh?
Like, I wonder if they'll even keep like the lion part in there. I wonder if they'll even keep this point where he's like laying in the woods and all these spiders are coming down on him. Like, I wonder if they'll keep any of that stuff. Like, or is this going to be like the shortest supervillain movie that we've got so far? Because they're like, cut it all out. Everybody said this is dog shit. Fucking, where's the host?
Maybe, I don't know.
I even got out.
I think that spider thing is somehow going to connect. Like the spider shit is somehow going to connect with like, that's why I must hunt Spider-Man. Like, I don't know. It sounds so fucking dumb, but it sounds right up Sony's alley.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's just so funny to me. Like, I feel like the video game division and even like the animation like departments are just, if they see the people from like the movie department start coming over there, they're like closing all the doors, locking them. Like, no,
Yeah, exactly.
Stay out, stay away.
Yeah, no, for real.
what makes you wonder why somebody from Sony isn't walking around being like, okay, Spider-Man games, they're doing really good. Cool. Hey, look at these Spider-Man cartoon movies. They're doing really good. Awesome. Good deal. What the fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah.
What's the common denominator here?
Yeah.
Like, what's
It's fucking, I'm telling you, it's Amy Pascal and Avi Arad. I'll say this, fucking the Sony Spider-Man games understand Spider-Man better than current Spider-Man in the comics. Like,
yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Not necessarily Ultimate Spider-Man, but I'm referring to Zeb Wells' run of Spider-Man. Right. And it's just like, what? Anyway, I don't understand how Sony makes such bad Spider-Man movies. I just don't.
I want to throw in there, we were talking about the spiders coming down on Kraven, and you were saying, that's why he's got to hunt Spider-Man now. Mm-hmm. I honestly think they were going to use that to connect him with Madam Web.
Oh, God. I hope not. Yeah, okay.
It's the web of life, like, coming down.
No, it's, well, in Madam Web, there's these magic spiders in Madam Web. It's not even the web of life, and they call there's like a tribe of native people. I don't know where she's at, the Amazon, they say, but anyway, they're called like the spider people. I forget what they're called. There's a name, like the Arancas or something. I don't know. Anyway, and yeah, they it's bad. We're probably gonna have to watch.
Yes, we are.
These dog shit movies eventually. And anyway, that you'll better understand what Michael means by that. But yeah, you're probably right, Michael. Now, because that again, pick the dumbest idea, and that's what Sony's doing.
Oh man, I got 2 rants out of that one. That's fucking fantastic.
Got 2 for 1.
The last thing, like, so many people are talking about, like, oh, we're getting like a comic accurate like Rhino, as opposed to like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, where he's like in a giant like mech.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yes and no. Like I don't know. Like, I paused that trailer multiple times to get like a better look, and it doesn't look great. But I'm like, yeah, he looks like Rhino, but Rhino's not a mutant. Like, he got powers enhanced by putting on that weird, like, Rhino suit. It's like a techno suit, if you will. And he can never, once he puts it on, he can never take it off. And I'm like, he's not, like, I don't know. It looks like he's got, like, an insulin, like, bag or something. Because, like, you see him disconnected, and then he, like, turns into the Rhino.
Got
and I'm like,
pack.
Yeah, like, I don't know what's going, like, I'm like, is he a diabetic? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, I noticed that as well. Like, he's sitting in the car and they're like riding, and he does something. I thought he gave himself an injection, which again, it's going back to being a diabetic. And then he but that's funny that if he's turning he's like the reverse of Bane then.
Yes.
Like, instead of hitting a button and he like turns into Bane.
Dang it, I was about to say we needed the button.
Yeah. He's like, no, cut off my insulin supply so that I can turn into the Rhino.
Then, what would really be great is that I need him to do the voice, though.
The Bane voice?
Yes.
Oh,
I need to have,
off.
like, Rhino have some kind of voice like that.
Fuck off, no. But no, I could see, actually, that would be kind of funny if Rhino was to meet Tom Hardy doing the Bane voice. That would be kind of funny.
What do you want his Eddie Brock to be like, bro? Why the fuck are you talking like that?
Yeah, exactly. Why do you sound like a weirdo?
What's that accent you're doing? So I like the violence part that's in there. I'm kind of with you. Like why do we have to have it so super violent?
Mm-hmm.
And like my note was like, looks cool. ... Sometimes.
Yes.
And then my next note was, I simply don't care.
Yeah.
Like I simply just don't care really about Craven, the actual character. Like there's one story that everybody talks about as far as Craven goes that matters.
Yeah.
And that's it. And if you're not doing that, why the fuck do I care? Like why the fuck do I honestly care? And of course, you totally lose me when he starts getting on all fours and running at people and charging them. And that was in this trailer. And I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured the bestial running thing would not work for you either.
The only person that somewhat gets away with this is Hugh Jackman. That's just somewhat. I'm still mad about it. I still don't like it. But I'll give him a pass because, he's a veteran.
Yeah.
As far as like, comic book movies and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I don't like the glowing eyes. Like, I get it. Like, that's probably like Calypso's going to give him some kind of serum or something. Or maybe it's the radioactive lion that bit him. I don't fucking know. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm like you. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Who's asking for this? Nobody.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that was fun.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Jeremy, where can they find you at?
They can find me on Twitch under the handle Night Fury GTO. It's Night with a K, and you can find me here.
You playing that Guardians?
Haven't touched it.
Shame. 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 Look, this is the only way I can get him to play games, people.
Fuck, I gotta start playing now before I get the bell. I'm setting that shit up tonight.
Yeah.
Richard, where can they find you at?
If you want to contact me directly, I have an X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram, and a Threads. My handle is Night Curry, Night like day and night, and Curry with a K. If you want to contact us directly, we have a Gmail. Our Gmail is comicallycomicspodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to check us out on YouTube, possibly TikTok, we'll see, and Instagram, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics Podcast. And if you want to check us out on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics with an X.
Awesome. You can find me on Instagram, eBay, and Shortbox at 22_comics. You can also find me on YouTube at 22 comics. Thank y'all so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed as much as we did making it. With all that being said, say goodbye, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy. Bye.
There is an animal in each one of us.
Don't you want to know why they call me the Rhino?
Mamma mia! Oh no! No!